There is breaking news and there is development in the Asian markets. One of the largest companies in the world and most well known, Samsung Electronics, is in trouble. Samsung Electronics is not only known for its mobiles, it's a contract semiconductor manufacturer and makes a lot of chips for a lot of people around the world. After Apple, Samsung is one of the largest manufacturers of cell phones. Samsung was supposed to dominate the future in AI industry. It acquired a company called Harman in 2016. The hope was that using its research and development, it would soon dominate the artificial intelligence agency. The world was waiting for a bated breath. Its vice chairman, J.Y. Lee, was supposed to take over the company after his father died. The father died about 2 years back after being hospitalized in 2015. In South Korea, most of these large companies are called as chaebols. This is most likely the Japanese companies conglomerates are called as zaibistums. Samsung has a variety of in businesses, including life insurance. The entire controversy over Samsung was the way a merger was pushed through to consolidate the family's control. There have been other chaebols which have gone down the tube, the most famous being Daewoo. Today, Daewoo is non existent. The other two companies which are big known around the world, one is Hyundai and the other is LG. Both are pushing forward towards in the rapidly changing world. Hyundai has bet big on its EV vehicles and has already entrenched itself in the Indian market. LG has tied up with Magna and is pushing ahead. Samsung has been doing nothing for the last 2 years, waiting for this case to get over. Before we go and find out what happened to Samsung, let's do the following. Hit the like button of my video if you like this content. Turn on the bell notification because if you have not turned on the bell notification, you will not get this video, even if you have subscribed. And finally, press the subscribe button if you have not done so. And please persuade your friends and relatives to do the same. Among all the children who are the founders' children, J.V. Lee was considered the chosen one. For a long time, he was the vice chairman when his father was alive. Even after his father died, he left the chairman position open and was continuing to be the vice chairman. He is accused of bribing the then South Korean president to push through this legislation. This relationship between Chaebols and South Korean governments are endemic and are always creating trouble. The J.Y. Lee was accused of bribing a friend of the president by giving him horses and other gifts so that this controversial merger could be pushed through. This meant that the Samsung family could take complete control of the company. There was a trial where he was convicted and was sent to 5 years jail. But when he had finished 1 year in jail, the Korean Supreme Court halved his sentence and released him, saying that there needed to be a retrial on this case. The retrial was completed in the dying weeks of 2020, and the judgment was supposed to be issued on Monday yesterday. Early morning on Monday, the Korean court found J.Y. Lee guilty. It said J.Y. Lee had done corrupt practices in order to merge Samsung Life Insurance with another company so that the shareholding of the family could get consolidated in Samsung and they could control the company with impunity. Having found him guilty of several corrupt practices, they have sentenced him to jail for 30 months. This means for the next 30 months, J.Y. Lee will be inactive and in jail. In this period, Samsung will be in limbo and be only continuing with its electronic business. Most of the other businesses will not move forward. If the chairman is not active in this period, there is a danger that other rivals will take over the market leadership. And Samsung, instead of making big advances in artificial intelligence as thought before, will just remain a mobile company manufacturing chips on contract basis. Will JYV go in appeal and get this case stayed in the Supreme Court is something we have to wait and watch. As immediate reaction, stocks of Samsung Electronics has crashed over 5% in the market. The South Korean market, which was normally conservatively priced, has crashed further. What will happen to G-balls is something which needs to be watched. Most of these giant corporations like Hyundai, LG, and Samsung have insidious relationships with government. With active government support, only could they export and become export powerhouses and made South Korea almost a developed nation. It is point to note that India's Mahindra Group bought South Korean Sasangyong and hope to turn around the SUV maker. Now, either Mahindra has been unable to turn around Sasangyong and is looking forward to help from the Korean government so that they can continue manufacturing it. This shows is in South Korea there is insidious relationship between government and business, and unless the government actively blesses business, you cannot run a profitable venture, and therefore one can expect more such cases to come around where Korean companies will allege to have been involved in bribing the government, and more such accusations and cases are expected. What will happen to Samsung? Only time will tell. But my guess is Samsung is too big a company with too many people, and I'm sure J.Y. Lee can control this company through the remote, even if he has to spend some sustained time in jail. Thank you for watching. Be rich. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. If you use Kindle, you can buy the book using the Kindle link given below. If you want a hard copy, send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would get in touch with you. At the very end, if you want to get in touch with me, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. I am grateful for your support of Berich.